and a low of 50. Partly cloudy tomorrow, high of 77 and a low tomorrow night of 52. Mostly sunny on Wednesday with a high of 77 and a low of 55. Mostly cloudy on Thursday, high of 76, a low of 62. Partly cloudy on Friday, a high of 78 and a low of 62.
Hey, sports fans, huddle up. It's time for the Pizza Hut Pigskin Report. A weekly football show with the head coaches at Danville, Boyle, Mercer, Garrett, and Lincoln counties. The Center College head coach, plus an update from UK football coach. The Pigskin Report, brought to you by Pizza Hut in Harrodsburg. Nobody out-pizzas the Hut. Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy cooperative. State Farm Insurance, here to help life go right. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky. Job Master Rental, let them help master your job. CC Auto Parts and Service, an Auto Value Certified Service Center. Essity, a global leading hygiene and health company. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance in Boyle County. Todd Tiller agent. Now, with the Pizza Hut Pigskin Report, here are your hosts, Rick Schobel and Joe Mathis.
Good evening from the Harrodsburg Pizza Hut. We are back again, Joe. 3-3 was our record this past week with one abstaining.
We've had better weeks. We've had worse weeks.
Yep. We were 500.
Yeah, 500 weeks. We'll take it.
A lot of football being played. Fortunately for UK, they didn't lose again.
Yeah, didn't have to worry about losing on Saturday.
Nope.
May have to worry about it this Saturday, but didn't have to last Saturday.
And Center College is back. They've won 2 in a row now.
Yeah, good.
They're doing better. Garrett County had a tough game against Mercer. Lincoln County had a tough game, and they came up on the short end. Danville, what can you say? They're trying. Of course, on the other side of it, Mercer County won the district first time in 8 years.
Yeah.
And Boyle County won the district again, but I think that was already a foregone conclusion.
88th consecutive year or something that Boyle County's won the district.
Seems like
feels like, yeah. When they're rolling there at Rebel Land.
And if you're rolling for some good pizza or pasta or sandwiches, a fry. Tim Biggs has made an appearance, ladies and gentlemen. The Padre is here. Call 859-734-5143, 734-5143. Find out what specials they have for you at Pizza Hut. All right, Joe, let's get it started.
All right.
With UK Coach Stoops. Are Stoops troops ready for battle?
Really excited about getting back to work here this week. I felt like we improved as a football team a week ago. We needed to. We needed the time to heal up a bit, certainly get some things corrected, improve as a team, and get prepared for a great game here this week with hosting Tennessee. Looking forward to being back home and having another sellout crowd, and strongly encourage our fans to come and be loud. We're certainly going to need it when you're facing a team as explosive as Tennessee, and with the tempo that they use, and they're a very efficient football team. We know it's going to be a great challenge. I think our team is ready to get back out, get to work here this week, put in a solid week of preparation, and go back to work and try to get in the W column. And we know their tempo creates problems, but I think they are very balanced. When you're looking for balance, you've heard me talk about it a lot, and as a defensive coach defending, they're about exactly 50-50 right now. 217 to 220. It's about as balanced as you can get. And they have very efficient offense that's hard to defend. I think the way they spread you out, the tempo that they use, the schemes that they use. A very talented quarterback in Joe Milton with a ton of experience. He's been around a long time, senior. And I think they have dynamic running backs, along with always having explosive receivers. So very, very good team. I think we definitely try different ways to help and to simulate that. As you heard me say, and probably most, it's almost impossible to simulate them in practice, that's for sure. You could run 2 units at them, as far as 2 scout teams. You could practice against our offense that can be efficient. It just playing good football, it's not the same offense. But as far as us getting our cleats in the ground, getting calls, communicating, getting lined up, getting set. Piece of it a year ago where we're playing certain downs very well, certain plays very well, and the tempo stresses some kids mentally, and just you can't have that. You can't have any mental breakdowns, that's for sure. It's hard enough, and they put enough stress on you and make enough one-on-one catches that you can't have your own mental breakdowns.
Well, you know what, Joe? He's just saying that he wants a full crowd. Last time that happened, they kind of laid an egg.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Last time
they were
called out
supposed
the
to,
UK fans, yeah.
They were supposed to lay some misery on Missouri, but it went the other way. So,
yeah,
and the crowd was pretty loud back then, too.
Yeah, I saw he's earlier today pretty much made a commitment to the passing game, that they want to really improve the passing game. And he said, we could maybe win games running the ball more, but it's not the direction we want our program to go. We want to make a commitment to the passing game. So I hope Devin Leary can answer that call, because he's not looked very good at points.
No, Leary, he misses some wide open receivers at times. I don't know, Joe, if it's them not running the right routes, because it's real easy to blame the quarterback all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, man, he made a bad throw, or he didn't make it. Sometimes the receivers don't run the route that was called.
Yeah.
So it always looks bad on the quarterback. But
there have been times in obvious situations in games this year where a guy's been wide open and he's just missed him.
Yep.
Now, he's had issues with drops, too. The receivers have dropped quite a few of his passes. But, there's one particularly in that Georgia game, I think the first drive, where he missed a wide open receiver that would have given Kentucky a first down and a third down about 30 yards downfield. So we'll see how he has improved, hopefully, over the bye week.
Yep. I think we got to blame Tim Biggs for this, too.
Yeah. I see Tim.
What happened to Teresa? Did she shrink?
You can hardly see her.
I know.
Oh,
I almost see just eyes like sitting
neck
over.
up. Yeah.
They need a GPS on the football.
GPS in the football.
Oh, I thought he said TPS.
No, they can.
Toilet paper special. Oh, GPS. Okay.
All right, we got Center College head football coach Andy Fry coming up. More college football talk. We'll also have Garrett County head football coach Spencer Crutchfield around the corner talking football here on the Harrisburg Pizza Hut Pigskin Report, live from the Harrisburg Pizza Hut on 99.5 FM WHPM, 103.9 FM WHIR, and streaming live online at hometownlive.net.
Great! See, we're practically sitting on the field. If you could sit here.
Your food and drinks will be right over.
Oh, yes! For the same price as way up here. Great seats. Right up here with a blimp. Why wouldn't you? It's the same with auto insurance. With discounts up to 40%, it's possible to get the personal service of a State Farm agent for the same or less than those other guys.
See your State Farm agent in Harrisburg, David Hopewell, and Randy Couch.
Hey, this is Matt from JobMaster Rental. Most of us may have some weekend free time, so when you find yourself looking at a home project, come see us at JobMaster. We'll get you the right tool for any job. We can help you tackle home improvement projects to major construction and everything in between. Take advantage of our weekend special, one-day rental from 3 p.m. on Friday to 8 a.m. on Monday morning. From all of us at JobMaster, go Rebs, visit us at JobMasterRental.com. We have 2 convenient locations in Danville and Lebanon. Let us help master your job.
Hi folks, Mike Gay here, HR Manager with Essity. At Essity, we want to wish all of our local high schools good luck during this season. We're proud to sponsor Mercer County, Bergen, Boyle County, Danville, and Garrett County. All of these schools will produce our future employees, and we're rooting for you all this season. So go Ads, go Rebels, go Titans, go Bulldogs, and go Golden Lions. So thanks again from Essity in Harrodsburg and Danville for representing our communities in a great way.
What makes Whitaker Bank uniquely Kentucky? With a wide range of products and services, we are here to provide you friendly, expert service for all of your banking needs. This is Rita McIntyre. I'm the relationship banker for Boyle, Garrett, and Mercer counties. As part of your community, we are committed to building solid, long-term relationships. Call me at 859-733-4963. Let us show you what uniquely Kentucky means. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
The newest thing from Pizza Hut isn't pizza at all. New crispy, cheesy, loaded melts are made just for you.
Me?
That's right, just you.
Then why are you holding them?
Hey,
he's got my melts!
Okay, here you go. No one out-pizzas the Hut. Product availability, prices, and participation may vary.
This is the Pizza Hut Pigskin Report. And now, back to the show.
Back to the Harrisburg Pizza Hut. TNT has made an appearance here.
Yep.
Tim and Teresa and the Padres up paying his dues.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to get out of that burger rut, hit the Hut, Pizza Hut of Harrodsburg. Again, call 859-734-5143 and find out what kind of specials they have just for you. And when you call ahead, they'll have it ready for you. I've seen a lot of people do that. They'll come in, pick it up, bam, right out the door they go.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a plan to me.
Let's go ahead and finish up our college look with Center Streak.
Yeah, but as you know, you're never satisfied. So that's kind of why people coach, you know. If you're satisfied, then your kids you always want to obviously strive for the ideal. Then in that way, then you want your players to strive to the ideal. So it's all part of the process. Neuroses, probably.
No, that's why you're the most prolific head coach at Center College football history, is because of the fact you never get satisfied. I mean, the same thing I think goes to Justin Haddix at Boyle County. You get to the point where you get satisfied, you start losing your edge.
Yeah, I would agree. And then quite honestly, that's not fun. Complacency is not something that anybody wants to live through, and certainly don't want our football team to feel that way either.
You happy with, obviously, 59 points in your offense? What about your defense?
People don't realize, really, it was the special teams that won the game. I mean, we blocked 2 punts, one for a score, the other one set up a score. We did 2 pooch pop kicks after our scores, and we were able to recover off that and also score. So you're talking about 28 points. That was just part of the special teams play. So that's a lot of points, to get in the game.
I know the high school coaches, and you've made it a point of this too before, how important all 3 phases, offense and defense, usually gets headlines, but a lot of times, like you said, the special teams is so important.
Yeah, and it was obviously in this game. I mean, I think it kind of pushed things wide open. Cam Taggy had a great game. He scored 6 extra points and a field goal and the 2 pops, and then we held him inside the 20 twice on our kickoffs, and that's probably one of our goals, is to keep the ball started inside the 20, because your percentages go down, able to score. I was really pleased with that. Yeah, no question.
You used to have a streak going where you had at least 1 turnover, and I don't know how many games it was. It was several games in a row.
Yeah, that was a while back. I feel pretty good that we got probably 4 for this game, and I think that's something we emphasize. Obviously, I mean, I think Carter Conley, our defense coordinator, does a great job in practicing that. I think it pays off. I think that's obviously one of the probably goals for any team, is to win. You have to win the turnover and then the big plays. You got to win the big plays and the turnovers.
You come out healthy after the game, pretty much?
Sort of. Will McDaniel has a shoulder injury. We'll see how bad that is. I'm hoping we can get him back. But he really probably is the only one that we hope will be ready for Saturday, but may not. Played well and probably averaged almost 6 yards a carry, but got popped. And we had a fumble off of that. He got hit hard in about the 3rd quarter. So we'll see how it works.
You mentioned Saturday. You got Sewanee coming in. Tell us what you know about their offense.
They're a different offense. They've got a quarterback that I think can extend plays, and that's what they're doing. They're making sure he touches the ball every play, and that's how he does it. They have a really good running back, and the fact that they're just dangerous. They're dangerous offensively. I think their skill positions are better than they were last year, and I think their defense is much better, because I think now they have an identity, and I think they're playing it with that. And I'm impressed with them. This will be a good football.
What about defensively? What do you think they're going to try to do to you?
Well, I think they know what they are. They're a slant 30 team, and they play a lot of quarter coverage. But I think they're playing soundly. I think they know what they are. They're not trying to gadget you. I mean, got to execute. I think if you execute, you can move the ball on them. But that's the whole point of a defense. You just don't give up plays. Just don't give up big plays.
What about special teams? How do you match up there?
I think we're better, but I think they are very conservative, so they're not going to give you anything. I don't think you're going to get set up with kick returns, and I think their punting is they're just going to get the ball out. I think they're just they know what their strengths are, and they play to it. And I think they do that with their special teams as well.
Final question: what are the keys to a Center College victory Saturday over Sewanee?
I think it obviously always comes down to the turnovers, and I think the other thing that we've got to do is just worry about ourselves, execute what we're coached to do. Obviously, we want to do well at what they do, but our emphasis to be on improving what we do well in our offense and our defense, and especially our special teams.
That's Center College head football coach Andy Fry.
They're going to be taking on Sewanee.
There you go.
Liked that.
He did, yeah. He got a chuckle out of that. And appreciate Coach Fry being on. Let's talk with Garrett County head football coach Spencer Crutchfield. And Coach Mercer's early start was the proverbial nail in the coffin, leading to a 48-20 loss.
Yeah, they came out and they jumped on us, and you got to give them a lot of credit. They're a really good football team, very well coached football team. Got a lot of great athletes, and they jumped on us and got up early, and never let us get back into the game. So got to give them a lot of credit, and we're still taking it. We didn't get the district championship, but we were able to get a home playoff game, and we got a lot to learn from this game, and be able to get in, watch some film, and be able to correct a lot of mistakes that we made on Friday.
Coach, your team didn't give up the fight, and that's kind of been the mantra for you all year long. Just keep on fighting, and it was 28-0. The score ends up 48-20. So you do the math, Coach, from the third quarter on, midway through the third quarter on, it's a 20-20 ball game, right? So it's almost where, like, if you feel like you come out and start a little bit hotter than you did, this is a much closer ball game at the end.
Yeah, you gotta take. You're right, but they put in some other guys and got some younger guys in.
Yeah.
So. They're definitely a daggone good football team, and they kicked their tail on Friday night. So you got to give them a lot of credit. But like you said, our guys didn't lay down and kept fighting and try to battle back into the game.
Well, as you said, you got the home playoff game clinched. I believe it's going to be against Elizabethtown, if I'm not mistaken, with the way the district lines up. But you got one more before that playoff game at Dye House Stadium in 2 weeks, Coach, and you're at Harrison County on Friday. The Harrison County Thoroughbreds. Coach, tell us what you know about this Harrison County team led by one of the state's most dynamic players and their quarterback, Caden Custard.
Yeah, Caden Custard, he's a handful. He's a really, really good athlete. He extends plays. He stresses you defensively like nobody I've really ever seen. He's a good-sized kid, not extremely fast, but has really great speed and is elusive and has a cannon for an arm. We watched him on film a couple times throw the ball in the air 65 yards. So very, very good athlete, and he has good athletes around him, and they do a good job of just stressing you on defense and creates a lot of challenges for you.
Yeah, he's accounted for 34 touchdowns. He also accounts for about 340 yards when it comes to passing and rushing. But you did play Mercer County last Friday, and Thaddeus Mays is another really athletic kid. So does that kind of help you prepare for Caden Custard this Friday?
It does. Two different really type of players. Thaddeus is more get the ball out on time and kind of runs a lot of zone read stuff, where Caden just extends plays and scrambles around and throws the ball deep and scrambles until his receivers are able to get open. So it's a little bit different, but definitely both great athletes.
They have given up their fair share of points this year as well, Coach. 58 in back-to-back games to West Chessman and John Hardin. They gave up 56 to Covcath. Of course, Covcath is a phenomenal team. 40 to Mason County, 46 to Estill County, and a 56-46 win. What do you see out of their defense, Coach, that maybe you all can exploit and put some points on the board?
A lot of people have had some success running the football at them, and like you said, Covington Catholic kind of just did whatever they wanted to do, but they're a really good football team. So, I'm hoping we're able to establish the run, kind of keep them off the field offensively, and eat some of that clock up, and hopefully be able to dominate the line of scrimmage up front, and try to just make sure we're establishing the run, that we're being physical.
I like this last game of the season, Coach, where you go against a team that is a class above you, which gives you a chance to improve that RPI even more. This being a 4A team, you kind of get those extra bonus points for beating teams and classes above you, so one more chance to improve that RPI before the playoffs start.
Yeah, we want to make sure that we're challenging ourselves, and we want to make sure that, we're trying to get to where we need to be in the playoffs, and we're challenging ourselves with an athletic team and a team that is going to stress you defensively, and hopefully we can clean up a lot of things that we messed up on this week, and go apply these on Friday night.
Yeah, I know this is an away game, Coach, but I'm sure the fans are going to be out there the following Friday in that first home playoff game, in 8 or 9 years for Garrett County football. I know they're excited about that.
Yeah, the town, they came out to support on Friday night and had a huge crowd, and Mercer brought a great crowd as well. So definitely excited for our guys, and especially for the seniors, they get another home playoff game. Kind of not go out with a loss at senior night on your field, and hopefully get a win in the playoff game.
Coach, what's the keys to a victory on Friday night against Harrison County to win your third in your last 4 games and go into the playoffs on a high note?
Well, you got to limit their plays, big plays, and it's really hard to do just because he's so athletic, so dynamic, and we got to make sure that we establish offensively, we establish the run, and make sure we're being physical, and make sure we're taking some time off the clock and trying to keep our defense off the field as much as possible.
That's Coach Crutchfield of Garrett County. Who says you can't have good taste and good value, Joe? With Pizza Hut, new $7 deal lovers menu. Now you can have both pizzas, pasta, sides, and desserts. Choose any 2 or more for just $7 each and be Boogle on a budget. The $7 deal lovers menu, only from Pizza Hut. No one out pizzas the Hut.
I believe that's bougie on a budget.
Huh?
You can be bougie on a budget.
Bougie?
Bougie means like fancy. You can be like bougie on a budget.
Bougie?
I don't know what boogle is.
Well, I don't know.
Is it B-U-G-I-E?
It's, wait a minute, let me find it. B-O-U-G-L-E.
No, it's an I. Let me see.
Here. Right. You read it. You're the college boy, not me. There's only one thing kept me out of college.
That's an I.
An I?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a dot in between. What is the top of the eye?
I can't see no dot.
The top of the eye is called what? The tittle, isn't that right?
The what?
Isn't it called the tittle?
No, that was a quarterback years ago. Y.A. Tittle.
Well, his last name, he's named after the dot over top of the eye.
Oh.
It's bougie. Be bougie on a budget.
Bougie?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bunch of Fuji, if you ask me.
I like being bougie with my stuffed crust. I always get a stuffed crust here. Yeah,
why'd you say frugal?
All right, what do we got coming up next?
We got a timeout. And then, thank you, Robert, by the way. We got a timeout. Then we got Lincoln County Coach Jaggers, Danville Coach Parks. You are getting it live and in color at the Harrodsburg Pizza Hut on 99.5 FM WHBN, 103.9 FM WHIR, and streaming on the World Wide Web at hometownlive.net.
CC Auto Parts and Service.
CC Auto Parts and Service is open for your service and parts needs. CC Auto Parts and Service are offering pickup and delivery for all your auto repairs as well as parts. They have a pay over the phone option if needed. CC Auto Parts and Service are concerned for everyone's well-being and are doing their best at keeping a sanitary and healthy environment. Give them a call at 734-9515.
CC Auto Parts and Service. Service is the difference. We get it.
Hi, my name is Sam Tiller. I'm an agent here at the Boyle County, Kentucky Farm Bureau. Growing up here in Boyle County helps me understand your needs, and it makes me passionate about serving our community through exceptional customer service. To learn more about the advantages of becoming a Kentucky Farm Bureau member, stop by the office on the Danville Bypass or give me a call at 859-236-4081. At 859-236-4081. Ask for Sam. I'm big on commitment.
Hello, this is Alan Martin, loan officer at Whitaker Bank in downtown Danville. Home values are at an all-time high, which means it's the perfect time to look into a home equity loan. Whitaker Bank can help you turn the equity in your home into a line of credit that could allow you to finally do those repairs you put off, or to provide peace of mind knowing you have the funds available for an emergency. Call me at 859-236-9822. That's 859-236-9822, and together we'll find just the right loan for you. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
If you use electric appliances in the bathroom, garage, or outdoors, any place where moisture is present, you need a GFCI. The folks at your local electric cooperative want you to know that a GFCI, or ground fault circuit interrupter, will help you use those appliances safely by protecting you from electrical shocks. If you'd like to learn more about GFCIs, call your local electric cooperative. We're Kentucky's electric cooperatives, and our power is our people.
Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Saturday night. Time to conquer old Rocky Top and squeeze out a little orange juice along the way. Tennessee Volunteers and your Kentucky Wildcats. Touchdown!
The pregame show starts this Saturday evening at 5 with kickoff at 7.
So on your home for the Cats and the hits, WRNZ FM Z105. Go Cats!
Great! See, we're practically sitting on the field. If you could sit here.
Your food and drinks will be right over.
Oh, yes! For the same price as way up here, great seats. Right up here with a blimp. Why wouldn't you? It's the same with auto insurance. With discounts up to 40%, it's possible to get the personal service of a State Farm agent for the same or less than those other guys.
See your State Farm agent in Harrodsburg, David Hopewell, and Randy Couch. This is the Pizza Hut Pigskin Report. And now, back to the show.
Boy, Joe, you never know what celebrities will walk in.
I know.
We have just been graced with the presence of Don the Legend Irvin.
I love it. Yeah, Don's in here telling stories.
Yes.
Picking up pizza, too. I think you're picking up pizza. Yeah, he's getting some pizza. Maybe he just came in to tell stories. I don't know. But I told him to put it on Radio Rick's tab. So, Rick, you got Don's pizza today.
Okay, well, I guess I'll be doing dishes after the show.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Let's talk with Lincoln County head football coach Josh Jaggers. And, Coach, your Patriots started hot, getting a stop on defense, followed by a touchdown on that next drive.
Yeah, we had some bright spots. It was 14-14 with about 20, 30 seconds left to go, and they ended up making a play. It was kind of one of those. Our guy picked it off, and they were tied up with the ball, and then their kid made a play, and was able to get it back and go in for the score. But no, we had a bright spot. We didn't tackle very well, when we had our opportunities, defensively especially, and they wore us down a little bit up front. But it was there for the taking. We just didn't do the things that we needed to do, and then they ultimately ended up doing that. So
yeah, how big, Coach, when you talk about that play, and then I think they successfully converted an onside kick as well. You add those two things together. Those two plays in the first half kind of hurt you pretty badly, didn't they?
Yeah, those are big momentum shifters, right there. But right there before they scored before the half, we had them. I think it was 3rd and 10 or so, down there on their own 20-yard line, and it was under a minute left, and they popped a big play. So we had our opportunities though, defensively to get stops when we needed to, and we've kind of been bend but don't break type, in defense all year long, especially with all the guys that guys we still have out, and injuries we have. It's kind of been like a musical chairs and putting people here and there. But even that, it's we had an opportunity to just do that. Not even bend on that drive, let alone break. So it was they made plays in all three phases when they needed to, and we did.
Coach, you got a pretty good Mercer County team now at Mercer County on Friday, and they've got, some really athletic players as well. Good little tune-up before the playoffs began. What do you expect to see out of this Mercer County team?
Yeah, Craig knows they do a great job with them. They just, like you said, they got athletes all over the field, but I'm really impressed with them up front. They've got some good size up front, but athletic guys, and they just attack. Very disciplined. They do what they do. Obviously they've got some big play, potential. It's just from the film I've watched. To them, it seems like they make as many big plays on 2nd and 20, or 3rd and 17 as they do if it's 2nd and 2. So that's obviously another big thing that we got to do this week. Taylor County, it seems like others that we played as well, just don't make big plays. They made big plays on everybody this year, but we just got to limit those big plays.
Yeah, Thaddeus Mays is one of those huge playmaker guys. Of course, he's a quarterback, so he touches the ball every play. But right. you talk about a guy who can make something that looks like a loss into a 20-yard gain in the snap of a finger. He's got some serious speed. How do you contain him?
Yeah, he does. No, he's one of those that, I told somebody earlier, he kind of reminds me of seeing there in Rocky where he's in there trying to catch a chicken, that's kind of like what it is trying to with Thaddeus, because he does. He'll make something out of nothing. Looks like it's going to be a 2, 3, 4, 5-yard loss, and next thing you know is he's scrambled in for a touchdown. So he's a really good player.
Yeah, Coach, we kind of know exactly where you are now seeding-wise, the number 3 seed, I believe, in the district. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yeah, 3 seed.
Number 3 seed. Do you know where you go in the playoffs?
Well, right now it's looking like, obviously to win the other night would have been big, for obvious reasons. To win and then host a home playoff game. But, Letcher Central kind of upset with Whitley County the other night, so it's thrown them in for a 3-way tie. And from the looks of it, it looks like an RPI, and then also the points, which I know it went to RPI. It's gone. Certain things go to RPI. And but I also heard the first round playoffs still might go to points. But either way, Perry Central is ahead in both of those. Whether it's RPI or points that people get for wins that they have over opponents. Getting their wins as points. So it's looking like we're going to end up going to Perry Central. So which on paper and whatnot, what I've seen, maybe everything's all about matchups. It may be one of those things where they might end up being the better matchup for us. Just looking at things shortly like we have.
Coach, what do you want to see out of your team? Final game of the regular season. You kind of, again, you're going to be on the road in the first round. What do you want to see out of the Patriots on Friday?
Yeah, just to keep battling. I told the guys, everything that we want to accomplish, is still in the palm of our hands. I was using examples, going back to Bourbon County in 1997. They were the 3 seed, or maybe even the 4 seed, and won the whole thing. Paducah Tillman in 2009. I think they finished like even 4 and 6 and went on and won it. And I told them about that 18 team that we had LaRue that finished 5 and 5. And you look up, next thing you know, we're playing the day after Thanksgiving against Louisville Central in the state semis. So there's still a whole lot. This isn't the end of the world. It can be if you let it. But there's still a whole lot to play for. And, if you're going in as a 4 seed, it's maybe a little bit different. You got to go down to Corbin the first round. But it's. If you're a 2 or 3 seed, and especially a 1 seed, everything that you want to accomplish is still right there in front of you.
That's Lincoln County head football coach Josh Jaggers.
That's right.
The Patriots, the 3 seed in their district, will be on the road in the first round of the playoffs.
He and Willie.
Another team that'll be on the road is Danville, and head coach Frank Parks, junior coach. Our Ads were down 7-0 with a chance to add points. Then a fumble within the 5-yard line and a botched field goal dooms you to a 50-13 loss to Breathitt County.
Yeah, we did. We get down there and we fumble on, inside the 5-yard line, and then, we come back, we get a stop and have a chance to at least put some points up on the go with a field goal and bobble the snap and come away empty-handed. So you have 2 empty possessions where you're down there in red zone and didn't get nothing out of it, and that was crucial.
Couple of big-time plays, though, made, Coach, by some freshmen. I thought Keegan Jones played well, stopping the run a handful of times there in the first half. And, you couple him with the kick return that we saw from Trendon Sellers, another freshman. Braylon Guest making his first ever start at quarterback. So that kind of young, inexperienced roster that you have continuing to grow as they go throughout the season. And there's some bright spots, I think, for this Admiral football team in the future.
Yeah, those freshmen, that's a pretty good class. You got some talent in that group. They just playing before they really should be. I have told them a couple of times that really they should be playing a JV type of schedule, but they have been thrown into the fire with the varsity guys. But, they've been learning, and they continue to work and continue to grow and improve. And, you have some bright spots moving forward once you get in the future. Braylon, I thought he did a good job considering the situation he was put in, playing quarterback for his first time in a district game, and, he played well, I thought.
Yeah, we talk about Braden quite a bit, Coach, and the heart and soul of this team. We've said a couple of times. I like watching Bubba Trumbo play as well. I feel like Bubba's another one of those guys who just gives it his all every time he's on the field, makes a touchdown catch there with about a minute to go, not quitting, continuing to fight, and you like to see that out of your Admirals, and Bubba's one of those guys.
Oh, yeah, because we always talk about competing for 48 minutes, and Bubba is a competitor who wants to, leave it all out on the field, and he competes until it says 0 on the clock. And that's what you ask for, especially from your older guys, setting an example of not quitting regardless of the situation and continue to compete and give everything you got while you're out there on that field.
You have one more home game, Coach, this season. It's against Bardstown as they travel to Admiral Stadium on Friday night. It's senior night for your Admirals. Let's talk about this Bardstown team that is extremely run-heavy, led by Tyleek Williams, who has ran for 1,200-plus yards and 15 touchdowns. Coach, what do you expect to see out of this Bardstown offense?
Like you said, a run-heavy offense. They done ran the ball 3 times as much as they've thrown it this season, and they're going to give Williams that ball, and the quarterback, he does a pretty good job running as well. So we expect to run intact this week, and we got to play sound football, assignment sound football. So because we are going to see the run.
Yeah, 79% run compared to 21% pass. What kind of formations do they like to run out of, Coach?
Well, you get a little bit of every little thing. You get some like a little wing set, or you'll get some two-backs. You'll see them in a little trips formation. They give you a little variety, but, it's most of it's going to end up in some type of ability for them to run. I see a little bit of the buck sweep in their run game. So, we're going to have to line up properly and make sure we gap Sam.
Defensively, Coach, what do you expect to see out of this Bardstown defense?
Well, they're going to play fast, come down here, physical. I expect them to bring a little pressure this week and trying to keep us from having any, big plays and put a little pressure on Braylon coming off the edge in different situations. So I see we get a little pressure, and they physical and they play fast.
And you mentioned Braylon, so you expect him to start again at quarterback this Friday?
Well, we haven't got any indication that Rick A. is definitely playing this week, but Braylon will be probably back at some, at least. It may be a split situation. We just don't know yet until we get, all the information about Rick A. And we talked about it last night, but we haven't got confirmation and Rick A. being back yet either. So we're going into this week thinking Braylon's the guy.
Coach, what do you want to see out of your team in the final home game of the season against a pretty good Bardstown team that's 2 classes above your Admirals? They're a 4A team. What do you want to see out of the Admirals?
Well, some consistency. I thought Friday night we will have some good plays, but we're just so inconsistent in situations. And, I told them at halftime, we got to be more consistent, and I think that's our biggest issue right now, just some inconsistencies. We'll play hard, but, we are inconsistent right now, just not understanding, where we're supposed to be at certain times, and just young and running to the ball, and sometimes you got to be in certain spots. So I want to see some consistency. I mean, that's the biggest area for growth, is doing the right thing more consistent than not.
Are you considering a new home purchase or maybe a remodel? Are you looking for a stable partner you can trust to help you understand your options? This is Jason Tyler. I'm a loan officer at Whitaker Bank in Harrodsburg. As part of your community, I'm here to help you understand the best options for you today and in the future. Give me a call at 859-734-3316 and let me show you what Uniquely Kentucky means. Whitaker Bank is Uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Hi, my name is Sam Tiller. I'm an agent here at the Boyle County, Kentucky Farm Bureau. Growing up here in Boyle County helps me understand your needs, and it makes me passionate about serving our community through exceptional customer service. To learn more about the advantages of becoming a Kentucky Farm Bureau member, stop by the office on the Danville Bypass or give me a call at 859-236-4081. At 859-236-4081. Ask for Sam. I'm big on commitment.
Hey, this is Matt from Job Master Rental. Most of us may have some weekend free time, so when you find yourself looking at a home project, come see us at Job Master. We'll get you the right tool for any job. We can help you tackle home improvement projects to major construction and everything in between. Take advantage of our weekend special. 1-day rental from 3 p.m. on Friday to 8 a.m. on Monday morning. From all of us at Job Master, go Rebs. Visit us at jobmasterrental.com. We have 2 convenient locations in Danville and Lebanon. Let us help master your job.
Intercounty Energy wants you to put safety first when you're working outside this summer. Always look up to see if there are overhead power lines, and be sure to stay clear of them. For safety's sake, always hire a professional to trim trees instead of doing it yourself. Remember, a tree limb cut in the wrong place could fall on a power line and cause you a world of hurt. If you do decide to do the work yourself, always protect your eyes and hands by wearing safety glasses and gloves. Intercounty Energy cares about your safety. Look up, be alert, and stay safe.
Is your vehicle in need of maintenance or repair? Perhaps you work a full-time job, have kids to run here and there, and can't be without your vehicle for days. We at CC Auto understand. We offer free pickup and delivery and same-day service on most all repairs. Let us take some of the load off your shoulders. Call CC Auto now at 734-9515. 734-9515.
CC Auto Parts and Service is the difference. We get it.
Hi folks, Mike Gay here, HR Manager with Essity. At Essity, we want to wish all of our local high schools good luck during this season. We're proud to sponsor Mercer County, Bergen, Boyle County, Danville, and Garrett County. All of these schools will produce our future employees, and we're rooting for you all this season. So go Ads, go Rebels, go Titans, go Bulldogs, and go Golden Lions. So thanks again from Essity in Harrodsburg and Danville for representing our communities in a great way.
The Big Dinner Box from Pizza Hut. 2 pizzas, breadsticks, and boneless wings or pasta all in one box. Heck, swap in a third pizza if you want. It's your world. No one out pizzas the Hut.
Additional charge for more than one topping. Product availability, prices, and delivery areas, minimums, and fees vary. Delivery charge not a tip.
Saturday night. Time to conquer all Rocky Top and squeeze out a little orange juice along the way. Tennessee Volunteers and your Kentucky Wildcats. Touchdown, Kentucky!
The pregame show starts this Saturday evening at 5 with kickoff at 7.
Sold on your home for the Cats and the hits. WRNZ FM Z105. Go Cats!
This is the Pizza Hut Pigskin Report. And now, back to the show.
And back to the Harrisburg Pizza Hut. And let's talk to Mercer Coach Yeast. Congrats on Mercer's first district title in 8 years with a 48-20 win over Garrett County.
I appreciate it, Rick. Like I always say, I'm really proud of our players, our coaches. I'm proud of our parents for the sacrifice that they make and also trusting me with their kids. And I'm proud for our community. It's been 8 years since Mercer County's won a district championship, and just really, really happy for everybody and all parties involved. Put in a lot of hard work, but just really proud to be a part of it.
And was there anything, could you tell coming in this week where the kids were, it seems like each day we talked that they were very focused at the task at hand?
Yeah, I mean, we come off of, going to Casey County and winning, and we just, as a whole group, players, coaches, and all, we really felt like we didn't play our best football. So last week we really had a great week of practice and preparation. We were very focused, and we paid a lot of attention to detail. And when we went out there and played, our coaches were standing in the warm-ups, and we just kind of felt like, I think our guys are ready to play. And we went out and played exactly how we practiced all week. We were very well prepared, and we played hard. And we played discipline. And anytime you play hard and you play discipline, you'll give yourself a chance to win.
Well, and you sure have done that in your second year, Coach. When you first got here last year to this year, Coach, what are the biggest challenge that you've overcome or trying to still overcome at this point?
Well, I think that we got a couple things. One, our mental and physical toughness was something that, we're still trying to work on and build. We're trying to get all of our athletes to come out and play because I feel like we got too many kids in our community that are specializing in one sport, and we got to do something to continue to work on keeping kids from quitting football and other sports in general. And I think those are some of the biggest challenges that I've faced since we've gotten here, and those are things that we're going to continue to work on, continue to increase our numbers, continue to try to get as many young men out as possible in the Little League, in the middle school, and eventually into the high school playing football, and just continue to build a championship program. Because I just feel like if we can do that within our football program, that helps our academics, it helps our arts, it helps our community, and it helps our school in general. Just want to continue to try to build on those things.
How'd you come out after the game health-wise?
We came out fairly healthy. I think we may have lost one of our best players, an ankle injury, for the remainder of the year, but we'll see how that goes when we get a little bit more information. Other than that, I think we're in pretty good shape.
Coach East, you're playing Lincoln County for the first time to round out your season, and it's going to be senior night, so a very special time.
Yeah, Lincoln County, it just because they're so close. I think it's been a while since Mercer County and Lincoln's played, and it is senior night for us. But it should be a really, really good game. Coach Jaggers is doing a phenomenal job over there with his program, and I rest assured his guys will be very prepared, and they'll be ready to play.
Concerns you about their offense? I know Seth Horton's a heck of a quarterback.
That you just said it. I think they're pretty good up front. They got a really good quarterback, and they got a couple other young men that make a lot of plays for them. We have to do a really good job with our discipline and our fundamentals and making sure that we tackle well, we run to the football, we get off the field on third down. And also we got to continue to do everything we can to create turnovers.
Seth Horton's favorite target is his brother, Sawyer Horton. He has 20 catches. He has 3 touchdowns and over 330 yards.
Brother to brother.
Yep.
3 to 33.
Yes.
They got a pretty good combination that we have to really be prepared for because they're pretty good.
Keys to a Mercer County Titan victory over Lincoln County Friday night on senior night.
We got to execute offensively. We got to make sure that we do a good job up front of controlling the tempo, take care of the football, score touchdowns when we get in the red zone. Defensively, like I said before, we got to tackle well. We got to identify where certain guys are, run to the football. We got to tackle well and continue to create turnovers. And special teams, we got to make sure that kick and we cover well and not give up any big plays in special teams and make sure that we make big plays in special teams in our favor. All right, Rick, I appreciate you. Go Titans.
All right, thank you, Coach Yeast. Now, let's go across the county line to Boyle County. Coach Haddock's another running clock, another district title with a 49-14 win over Wayne County.
Yeah, it was. I feel like our kids played well, executed what we wanted them to, and then the young guys got to play a lot in the second half and got in there and competed.
What did you tell your team at halftime with a running clock?
Just told them, we had there was more to this. Our older guys, we got a big game next week, make sure we're locked in and ready. And then our younger guys that, it's your time to shine and get out there and play. The expectations of what it is when you play here. And we're still going to try to score. We're still going to play defense and what we need to do.
You must be just absolutely licking your chops each week. You've got so much firepower on offense. I mean, do you just pick a play out of a hat, and you just kind of keep seeing who you come up with next? You keep coming up with new plays too.
Yeah, we keep some things and want to keep it fresh for our players. That's something I think of. When you got athletes and you got this, you can't just run the same old thing over and over. Now, obviously, there is some things that we run because it's worked really good, but a lot of times we like to try to put different ways to get guys the ball and put them in situations. You never know when it's going to help you later on down the line.
Well, that's it. You sure give a lot of your opposing teams coming up a lot of things to stop and kind of be concerned with. That's
the plan. We don't want them to know who's getting it.
And all I know is you're giving a lot of defensive coordinators a lot of gray hairs, Coach. It's a nice problem to have. Did you come out okay health-wise after the game?
Yeah, we're healthy and ready to go this week. Get a lot of guys that maybe a little beats and bruises a little bit, but we're ready to go.
And this Frederick Douglass team that you're playing, you have to go there 5-3, but I believe they're defending state champions from 6A last year.
Probably the overall team in the state of Kentucky last year, in my opinion, how good they were. And, they've lost 3 games. They lost Archbishop Hoban, who's a top probably 50 team in the nation, and a top 150 team in the nation at Cathedral, and then lost down at Corbin, opened their stadium up 6-0. And so really quality team, and we have to play well.
Tell us what concerns you have with the Frederick Douglass offense.
Well, they've got speed, and they get the ball in space. It's always a challenge we've got to do. We've got to tackle well in space and play there. And then offensive line's got 2 tackles that are one's going to Purdue and one's going to Arkansas. So they're really talented.
And the quarterback's got 11 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, but he got 1,128 yards of passing. I'm trying to look. I don't see – he doesn't look like he runs that much. He's got a couple running touchdowns, 182 yards in 8 games.
Well, he gives you a little more dynamic than maybe the guy did last year who's hurt. He can break down and scramble. He runs a little better. So we've got to do a great job of containing him in the pocket and taking that first read away.
What about defense? What do they like to do?
They're aggressive on defense. They got 2 corners that are going to the Big Ten. One's going to Northwestern, one's going to Michigan. They've got 2 really good inside linebackers, and then their D-line's big. 52, who also is going to Purdue, is a big defensive end, 6'3", 285. The nose guard's 6'6", 285. So they've got a lot of great size and move well.
Special teams, 17 out of 19. on extra points, and I think they can kick some field goals too.
Yeah, he's a really good kicker. They have a lot of confidence in him. Kicks most of them in the end zone, and so that makes you have to drive it 80 yards every time on offense. So we've got to do a great job on our special teams. They've returned some punts and returned some kicks, so we've got to do a great job covering.
Final question, Coach. What are the keys to a Boyle County Rebel victory over Frederick Douglass Friday night?
Well, we've got to limit the big play and on defense and take care of the football. Can't give them a short field. Can't beat ourselves. Good teams don't beat themselves. And get up there and get after it. 48 minutes playing Rebel football. Hey, appreciate you. Go Rebels.
All right. Appreciate you too, Coach. 859-734-5143 if you want to call ahead to Harrodsburg Pizza Hut, and they'll have it ready for you, Joe.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Well, you got a schedule for this week?
I certainly do.
Certainly.
Starts Friday night with one of the biggest games in the state, Boyle County at Frederick Douglass. Airtime will be after 7 o'clock and a 7:30 kickoff on Z105 WRNZ-FM. Bardstown is at Danville. Airtime after 7 o'clock with a 7:30 kickoff on 103.9 FM WHIR. Garrett County's at Harrison County. Airtime after 7 o'clock at hometownlive.net, and after the Boyle County game on Z105. Lincoln County at Tim Biggs' Mercer County Titans. Tim hoping to see his Titans go to 9-1 on Friday. Wow, what a regular season that would be. Airtime after 7 o'clock on 99.5 FM WHBM. And all games are streamed live on the World Wide Web at hometownlive.net. Other local area teams include Montgomery County at Anderson County. 7:30 kickoff on Friday.
Anderson's just like Danville. They're both 0-9.
Both 0-9, yeah. And Casey County at Louisville Central.
It's Central. That's what it just says, Central.
Yeah, it's got to be Louisville Central.
Yeah,
Central.
they have to be.
Yeah, 7. I didn't realize Casey County was playing Louisville Central. I'm just shocked to see that. 7:30 kickoff there at Louisville Central. On Saturday, you have Center College hosting.
Yes. Swanee.
There you go. 1 o'clock in the afternoon kickoff. And then Tim Biggs will be live at Kroger Field for the University of Kentucky Wildcats.
Will he be performing at halftime?
He may be performing at halftime.
Okay.
I tried to get up into the section to see Tim when I was there last home game. I walked up to the section, and a lady was sitting on a stool. And I said, ma'am, I've got a friend in this section. She said, this is the student section. I was like, well, no, he's sitting like right behind the end zone. She said, do you have a ticket? And I said, no, I just want to know if I could see my friend. She said, no. I said, all right. Said, all right, appreciate that. That was the end of that conversation. I went back to my regular seat. So, Tim, I tried to come visit you. That was during the Florida game. UK
Tim
Florida
said
game.
he's got you covered on that. He's got your back.
Yeah, Tim's got my back.
Yeah.
That's a 5 o'clock pregame coverage, though. 7:30 kickoff on Z105 WRNZ-FM for UK hosting Tennessee. The Vols lost last Saturday to Alabama. They beat Texas A&M the previous Saturday, so they've lost 1 in a row. Of course, the Cats have lost 2 in a row to Georgia and Missouri. So
now Georgia, I can understand. They didn't put up much of a fight, but Missouri. That game we shouldn't have been.
They're up 14-0 and dominating
in the first quarter.
Dominating.
Come on. Yes. Yeah.
Tim Biggs was there. I saw him on TV actually. I actually think I heard him on radio too through the microphone. I heard.
I think he was yelling. Yeah.
That was him yelling. Yeah.
That was Tim Biggs.
Yeah, they have the crowd mic set up right in front of him.
Well, you know what? That's going to be it. Thank you, Robert Wagner, back at the studio. Thank you, Padre. Thank you, TNT. Thank you all for listening. It's been another live sports presentation of the Hometown Radio Network. We'll be back with you at your Harrodsburg Pizza Hut again next Monday night, 859-734-5143. Call ahead. They'll have it ready for you. All right, Robert, toot that whistle, buddy. I'm waiting.
This has been the Pizza Hut Pigskin Report, brought to you by State Farm Insurance Agents, Intercounty Energy, CC Auto Parts and Service, Whitaker Bank, Jobmaster Rental, Essity, and Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Broadcast live from Pizza Hut. Join us every Monday evening at 6 during football season in Harrodsburg for the Pigskin Report on the Hometown Radio Network and hometownlive.net.
This is WHBN Harrodsburg, The Rooster, broadcasting on AM 1420